Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or you're just happy to see me?
All right. I forgot to put myself off camera because I wanted to be a little bit of a surprise on what I'm wearing. So I don't know if anybody caught it, but yes. So I figure, given the past week, this was appropriate.
Look at how
It's a
cute.
clown world after all. Pretty much, that's what we're in. We are in a fucking clown world, folks, and we have a lot to talk about that will basically tie into that, to include Batwoman Season 2. Not even past the first episode, but like not even well into the season. Just on episode 2, we're getting a BLM plot point. Yes, a little plot thread going throughout Batwoman Season 2. Ratings are already down 80%. The viewership for the first episode alone was 663,000, which is like a third of the.
That was so pathetic.
Yeah, viewers for the season premiere of this, like season 1. Like and you introduced this, so like hoorah! You basically just solidified how you will not be coming back for season 3. Pretty much.
They shouldn't have come back for a season 2.
No, they shouldn't have, because I mean, I know
it should have been like a half season wrap up is what it should have been.
Yeah.
Like let's just give her half a season and that's it.
Yeah. Like if that, but like you know, I know Ruby Rose is not going to come out and exactly say exactly what happened on set, but the whole spiel she gave about how Kate Kane's story was told, like, you know, like in season 1 sort of situation. Like, you do realize she's Batwoman. Like, her story goes beyond one season. But yep, that's where we stand now, folks. That's where we stand now. So we're going to talk a little bit about Batwoman. We're going to talk a little bit about a tweet you put out about the Image Comics having like superhero immigrants.
Yeah.
So touch on a little bit of that article. I'm going to find your tweet about Red Hood, because Titans is introducing
Red Hood is coming to Titans, yeah.
And apparently the MCU is now going to premiere its first gay romance on screen, according to this article. And if you care at all about the MCU, I'll show you what movie it's going to be in. But yeah, that's where we stand. So, Steph, let everybody know about your channel. Like, just introduce yourself real fast, and then I'll say hello to the chat, and then we'll go into, I would say, fun, but whenever you give yourself a migraine,
we'll go into the cringe.
Yeah, we'll go into the cringe.
The weekly cringe, yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Stephanie with My Nerdy Home. I am not home right now. I'm currently out of town, but yeah, that is me. And I think I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with my schedule now, so I might be uploading some more content to my channel in February. So we'll see how that goes. I've just been getting adjusted to my new schedule, and yeah, it's been hitting me like a ton of bricks, and it's been pretty crazy just because they have us on a lot of overtime. But after this vacation, it's just been really relaxing. So I think I'm going to start uploading a lot more to my channel in February. So I just needed a little bit of an adjustment period. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like that's completely understandable. I basically took a break last month or so of my like last fall semester. So it's like there's like a point in like people's lives where it's like you have to balance whatever you're going through, and like sometimes YouTube is not exactly that important in the scheme of things. But we all look forward to whenever you start re-uploading. I'm pretty sure Batman News is going to be coming out since, you know, they're wrapping up filming. There's going to be like leaks, reports, things like that happening.
I'm pretty sure they've already wrapped up filming.
Yeah.
But
they were
y'all should see Mara's Twitch channel when she gets those new emotes approved. It looks
approved. I got the email last night. They're approved. So, and I have more emotes on the way. So whenever I get build up, like whatever points or whatever towards them and the slots open up, I will be adding more emotes. But I got the ones I went with. I don't want to say necessarily I went entirely safe, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start with these emotes because I don't want to be a pain in the ass. Like when it comes to Twitch, pretty much. So I'm like, I'm going to upload these safe emotes. I uploaded badges for subscribers and bits and things like that. And I added some panels. I might add one or two, but I messaged Steph and said, "Hey, could you check it out real fast? Make sure the panels are working, things like that, and how it looks." I updated my banner image, things like that.
Yeah.
So I've basically been playing around with my Twitch channel.
It looks really, really good. You put a lot of work into it. It looks really good. Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it.
I will be making my comeback on Twitch, my triumphant return, so to speak, in the near future. I have some games picked out. I've been watching X-Ray Girl play GTA 5, so I figure maybe play that. I've never played it before. It was either gonna be GTA 5 or GTA Vice City, because that's on PlayStation Store. So I'm like, and I've played that before. That's set in the 80s. So it's like 80s Miami sort of settings. And it's so cheesy, awesome 80s. I loved it. So either that or Destiny 2 or Witcher 3. So those are kind of the games that I'm going to be just coming back on. And then come March, if the reports are true, Mass Effect Remastered comes out. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be getting those and streaming those on my Twitch channel. So that's what's going to be happening on my Twitch in the near future. I have to pick a day next week that I'm going to stream. The only one thing I can say for sure is that Thursdays will be out, because what should have happened this semester is student teaching. But because of the Comic-Cough and the whole fuck up with the school systems and things like that, they moved student teaching to the fall for a lot of people, and that would include myself. So basically, I'm taking a class this semester towards my degree. I'll be taking an intensive course in the summer, about 3 weeks, and then come fall, I will be student teaching. So that's how it is, folks. So right now, I have a little bit of time, but come near the end of the year, I have no idea. I'm going to be working around student teaching with my YouTube and Twitch. So, but that's where it stands right now. But so it's either going to be Wednesday or after the live stream I do Friday. I would say those are the 2 days, because Monday's out. Lethal Lightning, that we both know, is going to be doing weekly live streams discussing Batwoman.
I'm looking forward to those. Yeah. He wants to make that a weekly thing. So yeah. That's going to be really fun.
Yes, well, be fun. When the live stream will be fun.
Oh, come on! It's like a stream. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I know. I told him.
I like the way he's doing it, and he's going through the episode, just sort of skipping through it. Yeah, I like the way he's doing it. It's really awesome.
So I told him that it's this show, we're only in just episode 1, and this show is going to be both painful and just funny as hell, pretty much. That's how I'm looking at it. So, but I'm gonna say hello to the chat, and then we'll get into talking about
fucking Ryan.
Let's talk about Batwoman since we're on the subject. But I'm gonna say hello to the chat first. So first up is Fenrir the Ice Wolf. Hello there, and yes, Batwoman sucks, and without the BLM stuff, yes, it's
not gonna be very good.
Awful. The writing is very.
It didn't start off too bad for me. I was surprised that it wasn't so just in your face cringe. But just Lethal reminding, or just kind of letting me know, hey, did this scene remind you of anything? Did this remind you of anything? And just saying it reminded you of the Joker. And then this part, what's his name? Open Airlock was that was totally a scene from the Batman. I was like, oh my goodness, it's tricking my brain into actually liking this episode or enjoying it to an extent, because it's the fucking CW, and it's Batwoman. It's fucking cringe. But it's they're tricking you into enjoying the show. So
and the thing about Batwoman is like I pointed out in the live stream, and I've pointed out in my videos, is that basically you're already checking off LGBTQ representation. Anybody who knows anything about the character knows she's a lesbian. But the thing about her character in the comics is she's a good character who happens to be a lesbian. She's first and foremost a member of the Bat family. She's a good character. Yeah. So it's you already had that box, because they're all about checking off boxes, and you already had that right there with the character. So why did you have to? I mean, from the impression I got, I didn't watch season 1, was basically hammer home every episode she's gay. Hey, did you know she's gay? She's a lesbian. She's a raging lesbian. Did you know that?
Season 1 was awful. It was awful. Yeah.
We know that. We know that. Just tell us a good story with the character, pretty much. But they couldn't do that. They couldn't even do that.
Yeah, season 1 was awful. It was awful to the point where for CW television actors, at the very least, their lead actors,
Mhm.
like Stephen Amell, Grant Gustin, the lead actors at the very least can act. They can emote they can give off some emotions at the very least when they need to.
Mm-hmm.
What's her face? What's her name?
Ruby Rose.
Ruby
Yeah.
Rose couldn't do it. Everybody was acting circles around her.
Yeah.
She couldn't do it. Even when the script called for that emotion, tears, she just couldn't do it.
No. Best role she's ever been in was John
that was just
Wick 2.
her. She just couldn't do it. She couldn't carry the show. She really couldn't. And when she was introduced in not Crisis, but the one before that, oh my God, it's just
I don't know. I've
my brain. When she was introduced, I was kind of like, oh, okay. I'm looking kind of.
It was like a crossover episode, wasn't it? It was a crossover.
It was the previous crossover.
Yeah.
It wasn't Crisis on Infinite Earths. It was the one before that one. But when she was introduced, I was like, okay, I'm kind of looking forward to it. You've pulled me in, okay. But once I got into the show and started watching it, I was like, okay, yeah, it was just the other actors, the other stars of the other shows that were kind of making her look a lot better because she can't act worth a damn.
No, the best performance she's ever given is in John Wick 2 when she was a mute. So
Elseworlds, that's what it's called. That's what it was called last time. Elseworlds.
Orange Hat Reviews can't make it tonight. Gotta get back to binging. Yeah, he's binging Game of Thrones for reviews, so Godspeed to him. But thank you for stopping by, Orange Hat. Much appreciated. Lord, I'm not going to bother saying it how Lethal Lightning says it, but hello, I can't wait for BLM and Batwoman. Yes, I can't wait for it too. Just in episode fucking 2. Couldn't even wait halfway through the season.
Of course not. They have to get their message out right away. They have to kick it off.
Black Samurai 76, good to see you. Tim F. Mara and Steph's back tonight. Yes, we are back tonight. I had to take last Saturday off because I was doing something that required me to get up early in the morning, so I couldn't stay up that late. Jed, let's go. And I very much enjoyed, if you're still watching, I assume, Jed, the discussion he did on Casual Rage where they were talking about WandaVision, which reminds me, I kind of have to catch up with that as well.
I have to watch Casual Rage. It was on way too early. I think it was on at like...
He starts it at 8:15 in the morning now because of time zones. So I figure once we spring forward and they spring back, it should be at a better time for just everyone.
Yeah. I've noticed that the time change kind of just wrecked me. Like I can't even wake up early enough to get into the full Aussie chat. I usually get in there like at the very end. But where I like switch time zones right now. So I think Casual Rage was on at like 5 a.m. So I was just like, can't, no.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very interesting conversation. Like I said, it was basically centered solely around episode 3 of WandaVision, which I said that I would catch up on.
You haven't watched it yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
My plan is to watch it tomorrow afternoon because I have not had the time with not feeling well and then taking care of registration for school and things like that, like near the end of the week. So I'm going to try to watch like all 3 episodes tomorrow afternoon. Just to
You haven't watched it at all?
No.
Oh, then never mind. I was going to ask you how you liked it. I just barely got into it.
Yeah, I will let everybody know tomorrow, but I can't say anything tonight because I have not had the time to sit down to watch it.
Yeah.
So yes, I will never live this down. Thank you, Steph, for your misread on a tweet.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sunny and Brave Megatron. I'm glad you're back.
Bubble butt.
I love that avatar.
Bubble butt. Bubble butt.
Trey Courtney, what's up? What up? I finally finished Cobra Kai. Great series. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that reminds me. Stieg Kenobi, yes. Hello there, Mara and Steph. Hope the two of you are well today. I wanted to show off a gift that Steph gave me for Christmas that arrived in January, and Stieg is going to like this. Lord of the Ring, the One Ring, and it holds my D&D dice. It holds my D&D dice. Yes, I am a D&D nerd. I'm a elf cleric in D&D, but it holds my dice. And I have it right here on my desk.
I love it. Oh my god, it looks so cool.
And it does. And I was like, I like was gonna do an unboxing on stream, and I got this package, and I like because it didn't say from Etsy or anything like that. It said like for somewhere else. I'm like, what is this? So I open it up, and I'm like, oh crap! I don't want to do this. But that's what she got me. That's what she got me. It's right there on my desk. And so whenever we were playing Stieg, our last part of the story for like the first overarching story, that's what I was using. So it has my dice and everything in it.
I love it. It looks so cool.
Yes, it does.
The Etsy shop that I got that at, it was like, I think it was like closed for Christmas because I ordered it for Mara for her Christmas present. And I was just like, what the hell? It hasn't shipped. Where the heck is this present? Oh, I had to like message the shop owner and they finally got it out.
They did get it out. And yes, it was late, but I'm like cool with that. I mean, like we opened up Christmas gifts today because I wasn't able to see my brother and sister-in-law for Christmas. So basically like I'm fine, but it's right here, like I said, on my desk. It's like right there, boom, front and center. It's not going anywhere. So that was I'd say my favorite Christmas gift. I would say favorite Christmas gift because it's like I love Lord of the Rings and I love Steph. So
I knew it. I knew you would love it.
Yes,
and it comes in. It's useful because
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, and my sister got my one brother a replica, a working replica of Gandalf's pipe.
What? Shut up.
Gandalf's pipe. So I'd be very interested to see if he actually does use it. But yes, like the pipe Gandalf uses in the movies. My sister got him that for Christmas. So
that's cool.
So that's how much of a nerd family we are, pretty much. And that's how much of a nerd influence I'm going to be on my niece. Because I was asking her today, my little less than 1-year-old niece, I'm like, you're going to have an important question in the very near future. Are you Team Godzilla or Team King Kong? You have to think about that, Missy. So, and she just like, pretty much. Mothra, yeah, Team Mothra, pretty much.
Team Mothra.
Yeah. I loved Mothra. I'm glad like it'll be coming back. Phil TMNT, hey Jade Shadow, how's the awesome spectacular badass queen doing today? I'm doing well. And hey Steph, how is one of my favorite nerds, being you, Steph, doing? So
I'm doing really good. Yeah, I'm finally relaxing. Oh my gosh. Yes. My job has made me put in a lot of overtime. I've been working like 11-hour days. It's been killing me. But I'm finally getting some time off. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. And yes, thank you, Phil and Sunny Brave Megatron. Yet I've never had my hair this long. Like, look how long this is.
Look how long my hair is. It's actually in braids, so it's longer than this. But
I've never had my hair that long. Senate, praise Batwoman. I love how awful it is. Like you people only really watch it now for the memes it gives us at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that like the only people that watch it are the people that watch to hate it.
That'll be us, pretty much. Peter Hahn, good to see you. Jedi Lukey, hello, Queens. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Drunk 3PO's Fedora. Hail Mara in my nerdy home and chat. Good to see you. Translation Steph is streaming from jail.
I know. It feels like it. I'm in a tiny little corner.
Daniel, you want the link?
Daniel!
Good day, two of my favorite ladies. Good to see you, Daniel. Love seeing him in the chat. Look, naughty schoolgirl Steph. That's what Daniel said.
No, it was raining. So I had to put my hair like this, and I don't want to take it down because it'll look awful.
Oh, yeah. My hair, it doesn't exactly frizz, but like whenever like it's the humidity after rain, I hate it.
You have curly hair though, yeah?
Wavy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, wavy. Batwoman's good. I don't get the hate. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Yes. Stunning and Brave Ryan shows up. Thank you so much. Jeremy Swiggs, and how well do you know this Lethal Lightning? Yes. I don't know. We'll see. Dave Myers, we don't need no stinking badges. Good to see you, Dave. Making sure I say hello to everyone. Krista Joe, thank you for stopping by. I love the wig, Mara. Thank you so much. Yes, I now have a a purple wig, a blue wig, a green wig, and a pink wig, and now rainbow because of the clown world we're living in right now. Whoops, chat jumped on me for a second. Hold on, let me scroll back up. Sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to say there's someone here. Oh, here it is. Jeremy Swigs, your hair reminds me of the CC's the Creeper. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Let's see. Never mind. Yeah, Batwoman. Yeah, by Greg Rucka. Never mind. You're talking about the CW. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Did you know she's a lesbian? Oh, and did you know that she's a victim?
Oh, she's a big victim.
Yeah, big victim.
That was the whole first episode, just to show you how much of a victim she is.
Yeah, pretty much. Poet Scotty, the Black Chosen Orc, is here. Good to see you. Esh Singh, what's a Jade Shadow and who is Steph? Hail all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Esh. I very much appreciate it. I fell asleep during the full Ozzy last night. Wow, Daniel.
Live? That would be funny.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't live, but it would have been funny.
Oh, he wasn't on?
He would have been funny if he had fallen asleep. It would have been so much. It would have been so funny. So let's see.
I'll open another beer.
Oh, like when I showed off my gift. What the hell? That's what I gave to Satoshi. She's a regifter. She's a regifter.
Shh.
That's why I love you more. I've been playing D&D since 1981. Yes, I am. I play D&D. Stieg is the dungeon master. And we've completed like a first part of the story that he's creating. He's basically creating it like episodically. So once he's done with the second episode, we'll be going to another city. And just to give you an idea of how badass my cleric is going to be, once I get to level 9 spells, I can go into, if we're fighting a boss fight and the boss is like 150 hit points or less, I have a spell that all I have to say is die. And
Ooh.
you'll die. It's called Power Word Kill. Pretty much.
Nice.
Galford.
Oh.
Lead librarian. Look tonight. I can see more. Yeah, I've been into D&D pretty much since college, but I haven't never really found a group of people that would play it. And the way we're playing is now through online, given the situation we're in. So, but it's very interesting. Elf fits you. Oh, okay. All right. I'm the size of a hobbit, but I'll take the elf. Yes, he's happy. Steph always gives great presents. My birthday's in May, by the way. Ms. Martin.
That would be super easy because a lot of the Etsy shops that those gifts are sent from, they're all overseas.
There you go, Steve.
Yeah, that would be super easy to send Steve a present.
There you go.
I gave Lethal a Christmas present, and it got to him super quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's what I like about Etsy is that of the fact that they're all over.
Mm-hmm. I gave him I've been blinking twice, Lyndon. He hasn't noticed. I've been trying to see if he's noticed in the chat. I will look directly at the camera and blink twice.
Yep. And Lyndon has that pipe. Of course, Lyndon has that pipe. He's also a Lord of the Rings nerd, such as me, like me.
He's a big nerd.
Yes, he is.
Lord of the Rings nerd.
Stephen, hey, Mara and Steph, hello, ladies. Good evening. Good evening to you, too, as well. Making sure Godzilla all the way. Team Godzilla for the win. Yes, thank you. Smart men. William Poe, looking forward to the trailer tomorrow. I am very much looking forward to the trailer.
Yeah. They've been doing a lot of TV spots, so I am 100% looking forward to that trailer.
There's a CBR article that says, there's a clip that shows, Kong as a gentle giant, and I'm sitting there thinking, where the fuck have you been? Did you not watch Kong at all? Not Kong, but King Kong at all? Really? You're finding this out now?
Well, of course. They're new nerds.
Yeah, they're
new, really know.
They're the new nerds. So, yeah, pretty much.
They're only interested in, social justice.
Yeah. Really and they're surprised that the ape is a gentle giant.
What?
Oh my god. Yeah.
So that must mean that what? So that must mean that Godzilla is gonna represent. They're gonna make an article like Godzilla represents the toxicity because King Kong is the gentle giant.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they're gonna do. Garrett, like I say, Steph's probably nailed it on the head. He represents the toxicity. He represents the white supremacy, things like that. Every boogeyman that these people have, Godzilla's going to represent.
Yeah,
pretty much. Daniel just woke up. Daniel, get in. You want the link or not? I'm not going to tell him what award I got, and no, I'm not going to explain it, Steve. No. Will Gentry, well, that's a different look. Yes, both of them. Yes, different look. It's a clown world. It's a clown world. Pretty much. That's how it is. Making sure I say hello, like I said, to everyone. Biggles!
It's called my look, handlebar.
Sorry, your screen covers your eyes blinking. Yeah, whenever you look at the screen.
I looked down like this.
Yeah.
I looked down deliberately and went.
Michael Brent, are you excited for the new Space Jam? Not really.
No.
It has LeBron James in it. I mean,
I'm
I like
not.
Looney Tunes characters. I like Bugs Bunny. I like Daffy Duck and things like those. That would be the only reason I would watch it. Would be for the Looney Tunes characters. But no, not really. Looking forward.
I won't watch it at all. Like I didn't even watch the second Space Jam, and it had those characters in it, and I didn't really care for it. The first one is like the best one. Screw the other one.
Pretty much. Trey Courtney, unpopular opinion. I don't hate Godzilla 98 if you don't look at it like a Godzilla movie. I could see that. Like if you look at it like a Godzilla movie, it sucks. It really sucks as a Godzilla movie. But if you look at it as like, hey, just a giant lizard wreaking havoc in New York, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
I like that movie. I don't mind it. But I also like horrible sci-fi movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. I've said it a ton of times. But one of the things that I do love is that like, what was it? They made a follow-up movie to where like Godzilla fights like the American version of the Godzilla and like.
Oh yeah. Like
it was so bad. They're like, that is not Godzilla. Mm-mm.
Yeah. There are some bad ones, but there are some like really good Japanese Godzilla movies. Zechariah 315, how good to see you. I think like basically if like you want to really like watch good Godzilla movies, you watch the Japanese ones. Because up until Godzilla King of the Monsters, technically, like, I mean, I'm saying like post productions like in the 60s, things like that. It's like really been the only good one. Like Godzilla 1998. It's a Godzilla movie, sucks. But it's like just a regular sci-fi movie. It's not that bad. And then Godzilla 2014. I'm sorry, that's not Godzilla. That's not a Godzilla movie. Basically, it was basically a family drama type movie. With Godzilla in the background. Because it looked like Godzilla just passing through, going, "Hey, I'm over here. I'm over here. Remember me?"
What are you talking about?
Godzilla 2014 by Gareth Edwards. It had Bryan Cranston in it.
Oh, that one.
It had Bryan Cranston in it, who was like the only good actor in the movie, and he got killed off in like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I don't know if you're talking about posters. I don't have a Space Hunter poster, but I do know that movie. I do know Space Hunter. That's a good movie. I love it. Yes, and I have a Buckaroo Banzai poster behind me. Pretty much. Yes, it was garbage except for the final fight. Pretty much like you watch a Godzilla movie. Like if you're a Godzilla fan, you watch it for Godzilla and whatever monster he's fighting to fight. That's primarily why you watch it. And the 2014 movie, it's like Godzilla is a
background character.
It's like a background. It's like an afterthought for like he's an afterthought for like basically 2/3 of that movie, and then finally like in the last third, oh my god, we realize it's a Godzilla movie. We got to have him fight these these monsters. So that's how it was for me. But the King of the Monsters I very much enjoyed, and that's why I'm looking forward to Godzilla vs. Kong coming in March.
Yeah.
So.
to
To
HBO Max.
oh, I'm going to see it in theaters.
I know, but it's coming to HBO Max.
I know. If you want to like do a watch party like we did with
With Wonder Woman?
84, I'm like all for it. But I'm seeing this movie in theaters first. I'm seeing it in theaters first. And I'm sorry, like this is like the one of the few movies I'm looking forward to, actually looking forward to this year. That's still coming out and it hasn't been delayed. So, and there's like another movie that I didn't even know was coming out until I saw a trailer for it when I went to go see I think it was Monster Hunter last weekend, and that was Nobody.
Sorry. I just saw something in the chat.
Which one?
Tim. Why do you not play video games? Bro, I've been working so much. Like, y'all, you have no idea. I've been working so much. The last game I played was MK11 on PS. Yeah, like, and fucking Lethal. He messaged the group chat. That was the last time I did that. Like, he's like, Steph's playing Mortal Kombat. And I was like, why are you stalking me? He's like, my friends list. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, I've been working so much. I haven't even had any time to play video games. I wish.
Pretty much. Kong versus Godzilla and Dune. I'm
looking forward to Dune.
What?
I'm looking forward to Dune.
I'm kind of looking forward to Dune, but at the same time, I'm like, I can take it or leave it at this point. It's not because it was delayed or anything, but because it was like, yeah, I've read the book, and yeah, I've seen the 1984 version with Kyle MacLachlan, which I very much enjoyed. So I basically know the plot of what Dune is going to be. But at the same time, it's like I never really got into that series to the point where it's like, oh my god, I have to see this movie on in the theaters. So it's gonna get to a point where it's like it'd be something that I would go see just because it would be something to do at that point whenever it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I still might go see it, and if anything, like, talk about it on a live stream or whatever. But it's not something that I would say I'm actually looking forward to. So
I know we were going to bring this up later, but I was looking forward to Morbius.
Yeah, that's coming on January now. Yeah. And like that's like the worst month for movies because that's when movies like come out just to die.
Yeah, that is the worst month for movies. That and that month and February. I mean, February is just like all those crappy Valentine's Day movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
with all those C-list actors in it.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys like are looking forward to it, I mean, kudos to you. More power to you. Like, I'm not gonna say like like just because I'm not excited for it or just because I have an apprehension for it, just because of what I've been seeing, which doesn't really bode well to me for the movie. Then yeah, go for it. I'm all for it. Go. I might watch it. I might not. I can't guarantee it until the closer comes out. But I like the '84 Dune had Sting in it. It had Sting. I mean, come on, how awesome is that? But yeah, but let's like go into these articles. Oh my god,
that trailer looked amazing.
It does. I mean, I don't know if it was the music or what, but like how like they timed the scenes to the music. And it's just, I don't know. I liked it, and I was looking forward to it. But now we gotta wait till January. So, but there it is. There it is. So let's go into these articles, and we'll start with everyone's favorites. Everyone's favorite now, Batwoman, who's going to be taking on the Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Not just any man.
Not just any man. The Man. So. So anything in this article we're talking about season 1, you're going to kind of have to, I'm going to rely on you, Steph, to see if they're being truthful in what they write, because I could not comment on that when I did my video. So let's go.
Some of it's been blocked out and pulled out from my brain.
I believe it. I believe it. I mean, I've already repressed the first episode of this season. So, but here it is. So here it is. Chaucer Revenge is greater than Batwoman. At least
for
Chaucer's
sure.
Revenge is like
And for sure. And the
Yes.
shark roars like a freaking lion. I mean, come on. That's awesome.
Yes, and had a Toto soundtrack too. I mean, how 84 Doom was awesome. But anyway, let's go into this article. So apparently, okay, here it is. The Wonderland gang won't be the only criminals Batwoman's Ryan Wilder goes up against in season 2. Blah, blah, blah. She seeks justice because Alice and her cronies murdered her mom in cold blood. We saw that in episode 1. And that's where she basically hammered home the point that she's a victim. Now in episode 2, not even well into the season, she's going to be interrogated by Sophie about her potential involvement in a convenience store robbery. And of course, surveillance footage is going to prove that she's innocent. Of course she's going to be innocent of it. It's all going to be about how she's pulled in for questioning because of racial profiling, her track record, and things like that. So we're going to see that. We're going to see that in episode 2, according to this article. So basically, and she's going to point out, why are you pulling me in for questioning when you have Alice, a known murderer, out there? So again, she's a victim, folks. Racial profiling. She's a victim. Let's hammer home that point. Pretty much. It is January now. It's coming out next January. And January is a month that's, like we said, where movies, like, basically it's the movies that studios know are going to bomb. That's when they
so they put them in January.
Pretty much. The only ones that ever succeed in January are Blumhouse movies, and that's because they're made on a fucking cheap.
Yeah.
And they make them
those Blumhouse movies are yeah. It's the only thing that comes out in January, so they actually like kind of make a buck.
Yeah, pretty much. They make these movies for like $1 million, and they like, make their money back and then some because they do it cheaply. Jeremy Fi, Russia approved, hail beautiful Mara and Stephanie. So I know I screwed that up, but and Gregory Nicholas, Batwoman rating is going downhill faster than Amber Heard's career. Pretty much. So basically, like, that's the setup right here. And I love how they use the term amok unironically. I'm sorry. I know amok is an actual word, but why would any journalist use it?
Because they're not real journalists.
Yeah. Movie Metal Rock McDonald. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you in chat, but thank you for stopping by. Can we have a Nightwing TV show? Is that too much to ask for? As long as it's not CW, I'll go for it. Yeah. As long as I'm saying, like,
it all has to do with Dick. That's Titans. I want a Red Hood show.
We need more Dick. That's what they're saying.
No.
So let's go back into this article. I like that. Okay, so here it is.
You did it to yourself, Mara.
I'm not going to say anything. Let's go back into this article. So basically, she says, by my count, I've been brought up for questioning more times for stuff I didn't do than an actual serial killer like Alice has been arrested for stuff she did. So again, racial profiling, blah, 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 blah. So here it is. This is where I could not, because I never watched season 1. So it's saying here that it touched on corruption within the Crows. When Reggie Harris, the innocent man framed for the murder of Luke's father by a group of Crow agents. The Crows assumed dangerous, almost authoritarian power over the city. Under Jacob Kane's direction, he was obsessed with Batwoman. Because of his disdain for Batman, he abused his power. So is that that's basically the gist of, or at least one of the plot threads in season 1? Is that accurate at all?
It is, but the difference is that he was also Kate Kane's father. And yes, that he formed the Crows so that they wouldn't really need Batwoman. And he did not like vigilantes. He didn't like vigilantes. So, it's not that he... Wait, what did it say?
He's obsessed with bringing down Batwoman. He has disdain for
he has a disdain for vigilantes.
Okay.
And she won't she won't stop being a vigilante. So I mean, you know, that's that
Okay.
whole plot thread. But I mean, everybody is trying to get him to work with Batwoman. At one point, he does, but he just sees it as a negative on his city, because you have people, when Kate Kane is like going through this emotional thing, she has like PTSD from killing somebody, and she gets like these flashbacks, and she can't really do her job as Batwoman very well. You have impersonators going out and trying to be Batwoman, and they're getting hurt, you know. So he doesn't like vigilantes, because every now and then you have copycats. But the difference is that that's his daughter, you know. So now that it's a different Batwoman, now it's like, oh, it's an authoritarian character with dangerous crows, authoritarian power over the city under this white man's direction. So it's going to have this whole other meaning now that we have a different Batwoman. Whereas before it was just, it was Kate Kane's father. So, I mean, you know, she has no link to this man. So it has to take on, it's going to eventually take on a completely different meaning for the show, a different form for the show. I bet.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. And yes, holy crap, what's with your hair? It's a clown world. It's a clown world, Dr. Coffin Nails.
And there was one crow, I believe, who, like, towards the end of season 1, God, I can't remember who it was. But there was one crow at the end who kind of like betrayed the crows, betrayed her dad. So like there was one crow who was feeding information to the villain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, never watched season 1, so,
or not feeding information to the villain. He was like actively like setting off bombs in the city. He was like behind a whole lot of bombings. So yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just going to take on this whole different I can see it. Oh my God.
It's like with
Probably.
Captain Marvel. Yeah, Captain Marvel's like the only good thing we'll get out of it is like an Axel Braun porn parody. That's the only good thing we'll get out of it.
What did Axel Braun say? He said he was
cautiously pessimistic.
Cautiously pessimistic. That's exactly what he said. Yeah, cautiously pessimistic.
Retweeted
Season 2, Batwoman. He was cautiously pessimistic. That's what he said.
And I was like, oh my God. Like I retweeted and I was like wrecked.
Yeah.
But this part like here, this is where like the author says their story draws serious parallels to the real world conversations. Of course, we have to have real world conversations in a fucking fictional show about policing in America and the Black Lives Matter movement, which calls for police accountability and a reallocation of funds to social services.
Yeah, see, that's how they're gonna switch the crows in this new season. That's exactly how they're gonna do it.
Yes.
Because before the crows it was something that it was like this elite group that you aspired to be a part of. Kate Kane wanted to be a crow. Her dad just wanted her to be protected, and he didn't want her to be a crow. He thought it was too dangerous of a job for her. You know, that was something that Kate Kane aspired to become. And now it's not going to be that. It's going to be like, you know, oh, policing in America, they're bringing us down. It's going to turn into something like that. Whereas before it wasn't. And this person clearly has not watched the first season of Batwoman, because the crows in season 1, it was very, God, like, to my recollection, because I would have to go back and watch the show all over again. To my recollection, the crows, the most that you saw of them was her dad. I mean, seriously, it was like her dad and maybe a few of them around him, and they would always get there either too late, you know, after Batwoman had fixed everything or solved something on her own. But yeah, it's going to turn into something completely different.
Oh, I mean, yeah, especially now that they've made Batwoman black. So of course it's going to take on a whole new meaning.
Yeah.
Like you pointed out, it's going to take on a whole new meaning. And again, if this article is at all accurate in how they're just setting up episode 2, this is what we're going to be seeing. We're going to basically be seeing.
And I really don't understand. I don't understand why they would do that.
Mhm.
I don't understand why they would do that, because you would think that now that Kate Kane's dad has that knowledge that Kate Kane was Batwoman, and maybe it wasn't such a bad thing what she was doing, because she had all of these conversations with him. She wanted him to accept Batwoman, on his own terms. Like it was all about, it was kind of cringe, but whatever. It's CW. Everybody else knew that she was Batwoman except for him, because she didn't want to tell him. She wanted him to accept her for her. Blah, 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 blah. But you would think that after he found out that Kate Kane was Batwoman from Alice, that he would kind of respect that and respect the next person, I guess, who stepped into the suit.
Yeah.
Maybe try and even work with that person. But no, he's just gonna, I guess, according to this article, continue to be an asshole to whoever dons the Batwoman cowl. It's just it's ridiculous.
And exactly, Sonny and Brave Megatron. Original comic didn't beat you over the head with her being a lesbian. You knew she was a lesbian, and it played a small part in her origin. But it's basically, she was first and foremost Kate Kane. She was first and foremost Batwoman. She just happened to be lesbian.
Yeah.
Did not beat you over the head with it. But this season 1, from what I gathered, and now first episode of season 2. Hey, she's a lesbian. Did you know that? She's a lesbian. Oh, did you know she's a victim? She's also a victim, folks. You gotta feel sorry for her. I like this show is like that you and I both agree it should not have gotten a season 2. They somehow
at least not a full season 2. No, because at least not a full season 2.
Yeah.
It should have gone with, like, I don't know, an extra 6 episodes maybe, or an extra 10 episodes, just to wrap things up.
I'd say 6 episodes.
But not a full season 2, especially if they're not even pulling in 1 million viewers.
Not even. Season 1 premiere episode pulled about 1.9 million viewers. The premiere episode for season 2 was 663,000.
Yeah.
1/3 of the viewership. For only 1 episode in so far, and you couldn't even crack 1 million. Couldn't even crack 1 million. That's sad. So it says season 1 finale. Jacob Kane was caught on camera ordering his crows to open fire on Kate Kane's Batwoman. Is that the one that you mentioned where she's surrounded by these people who are just firing at her point blank and her?
Yeah, because she made a deal, she made a deal with her dad as Batwoman, to try and bring down this extremely hard to capture inmate from Arkham. So with their help, with the Crow's help and her dad's help, they were going to bring him down. And she got upset because the Crows ended up killing him. And she was like, "You didn't have to kill him." And she was really upset by it. But her dad went back on their deal because he doesn't want Batwoman in the city. He wants to take her down. And so they all opened fire on her.
Okay.
Like point blank opened fire on her. And she ended up getting away. But yeah.
Okay.
They don't like that the city relies on one person, one symbol, as opposed to relying on, people that are put there to protect their lives,
That's true. She says, Javicia Leslie, she's giving an interview here. She says, "I think at the end of the day, if you're part of an institution that you know is not being held accountable for what's wrong, are you part of the problem?" And that's something that Ryan forces Sophie to really look at. So basically, she's going to have a relationship somehow with Sophie. When I say relationship, I mean like a connection of in some regard. But how they're going to explain it, I don't know. It's like basically like Ryan Wilder comes out of nowhere, but apparently she and Sophie know each other or have had like interaction at some point in the past. So I don't know how they're going to explain it. Yeah, you say that you're different, but are you really different when you know that there are people that you work with killing people and not being held accountable for those actions because they're considered police? So again, gotta hammer home the fact that she's a victim, pretty much.
So her and Sophie have some sort of connection.
Yeah, I think
because I know that Sophie is also a lesbian. She was Kate Kane's she was the reason that Kate Kane got kicked out of.
Yeah, it says in the video, there's like a sneak peek, and it says it's clear that Ryan and Sophie have some history together. So how they're gonna explain it, I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they dated because Sophie is a lesbian. She was Kate Kane's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. So I'm wondering if they dated, or if she was like a rebound, or maybe she was just like a childhood friend. Who knows?
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch the clip, so I can't say for sure how the scene is played out. But it says that Ryan and Sophie share a few commonalities. They're both black and lesbian, and they seek to protect the innocent. Because of course, it's all about the superficial qualities of them being black and lesbian. But with Sophie working for the Crows and Ryan firmly against what they currently stand for, these two won't be working together so much as they'll be butting heads. This is what like peeved me pretty much right here. Is that Ryan also faces an uphill battle as the new Bat Team leader. That should be Batman, by the way. With Mary and Luke focused on finding Kate, she'll need to put her foot down in order to get her new crew to fall in line. They become deferential to her, but there's always that push and pull. Everyone has opinions in that Batcave. Okay, first off, they should not be deferential to Batwoman. There should not be like really deferential. If you're a team, why are you expecting the other two to be deferential to you?
Honestly, Mary and Luke would be like, "Girl, you just got here, fam.
Yeah,
you're doing us a favor. Like, hold your horses." Honestly, if she's just like, "I'm the new leader because I'm wearing the suit," it'd be no. Like, you barely know how to even use the suit.
Yeah.
Clearly, you need to calm down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. But that was the article. So, see, the episode 2 premieres tomorrow. I generally wait until it's free to watch through the CW online because I'm not going to stay up to watch. It's at 9 p.m., but I'm not going to watch it on the CW.
Yeah, it's on the CW app, I think, like the next day or something like that.
Yeah, that's when I watched the first episode. So I'm just going to wait until the next day to watch the second episode and get that in. So yeah.
Oh, then you would hate this show.
Yeah.
Movie Metal Rock. You would, especially the first season. You would 100% hate the first season, because that is pretty much the focus of the first season.
Yeah, it's if you weren't aware that Kate Kane is a raging lesbian, they make it clear in every episode. Like you watched it, I did not watch season 1. As I said in my videos, I was going to give the first episode a chance, even though I'm not a fan of Ruby Rose or anything like that. I'm not just a fan in general of the CW. But I was going to give the first episode a chance. But then I saw the trailer, and what turned me off was when Luke Fox says the suit is literal perfection, and Kate Kane says it will be once it fits a woman. I was like, nope, fuck you, I'm out. I'm not watching your crap.
Yeah. See, I watch the CW. I've watched the CW for a minute. I watched it for a minute. And so I try and keep up with some of the characters, not all of them. But yeah, Elseworlds really hooked me on Batwoman, and they I don't want to say hooked as much as tricked. They tricked me into watching the show because she was pretty good in Elseworlds, and the show was awful. Season 1 was really, really bad. after Crisis, I kind of stopped watching and keeping up with it. And I think before season 2, I went in and finished up the show. I like powered through it, so that so that way I could remember. That way I could like refresh my memory.
That's why you were dead inside.
I was very dead inside.
That's
Yeah.
why you were dead inside. So, but that's that'll be episode 2 of Batwoman, this season 2. So we will be watching that, and we will be giving our thoughts Monday evening at some point. I'm not sure when. I know Lethal's talking about doing it a bit earlier than we did last time, but I don't know for sure when exactly until probably Monday when he lets us know what time he's going to schedule it for. So, but there it is. That's Batwoman as it stands right now. So I only watch it for the lulz at this point. That's all I really watch it for. So let's move on. Let's talk about what Image Comics is doing right now, because they seem hell bent on just dismantling the comic industry. I don't know why. It's like the scene in The Dark Knight. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of the Nolan trilogy, but the scene in The Dark Knight where the Joker is burning the money and he says like it's about sending a message.
It's about sending a message. That's pretty much what they're doing.
That's what I think of. So here it is. Look at this, folks. Take it in. Home. That's what the title of the comic is. Image announces superhero immigrant comic.
Yay.
So basically coyotes are the heroes in a sense, and us gringos are the bad guys. Is that how they're gonna couch it? I don't know. Yep, there it is. Slow clap, folks. Please clap.
No, I guarantee it's probably going to be Border Patrol. Border Patrol is probably going to be the bad guys.
Yeah.
And Kids in Cages, I guarantee you, is going to be in there somewhere. It'll eventually make its way into the comics.
Yep, pretty much. I don't hate it, but I'm not like I don't take it as gospel like some people do. Because like I have my own issues with what Nolan does with that Batman trilogy. It's like overall,
Mara doesn't think that that's a good Joker.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's like a little bone of contention between us two because she likes that Joker and I don't, pretty much. But
I like all versions of the Joker. I think that they are all incredibly unique in their own way, and I enjoy multiple variations of the Joker as depicted in the comics as well.
So
I respect all versions of the Joker.
That's what she says.
All hail the Joker.
Yeah, that's what she says. I'm like, that's not the Joker.
I read you, I know.
So yes. And I will be in about an hour on the Geek Blends channel for the High Ground. It's now called the High Ground with Geek Blend, Raging Rhino, who's in the chat. And speaking of Raging Rhino in the chat, put your the link for your GoFundMe in the chat, please. Rhino's always been supportive. So he's always been supportive of everyone in basically the entirety of the fandom community, not just Star Wars, but basically like the entirety of like the fandom. So how are you running late if it's 3 p.m.?
Oh my god, you just woke up at 3 p.m.?
God, dude, get your McDonald's and get your butt in front of your computer because you're gonna have your live stream in an hour.
Wow.
But put your GoFundMe link, please, into the chat because he needs some help. He needs some help with the Comic Con situation and everything, and what happened to his state and the lockdowns that he was going through. He needs a little bit of help, folks. So whatever you can, it doesn't have to be a lot, but please do what you can to help him out. I sent what I could, and I'm going to try to do a bit more once I get my first stipend and that situation. And plus, China Joe is talking about giving people like another $1,400. Which would add
It's
two
not in his
thousand.
computer, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it there.
Oh, thank. So yes, donate if you can. But China Joe, as I was saying, is talking about giving people like another $1,400 in stimulus checks, which would add up to $2,000, which is conveniently what Trump wanted to give people when they were doing that round of stimulus checks. So whichever one comes first, I'm going to basically like donate again. But do what you can. Help him out. He's a he's a great guy, very funny, very supportive, and we love him because he says "fuck off Disney" in a sexy Aussie accent, pretty much. So, are you
I
getting?
mean, that's not why I like them.
Yeah, well, I like the Aussie accent, so.
Yeah, Mara's a simp for the Aussie accent.
I know, I am.
No, Raging Rhino, he's a
Yep.
really good dude.
Yeah.
We have a lot of long, very, very long conversations on our off times,
Yeah.
together, and we talk about a lot of stuff. So he's a really good guy. He's a really good supporter, and he doesn't really ask for he doesn't ask for anything in return.
No.
But he does support a lot, and he has ever since he's shown up in the comments to everybody's channels that he watches. He's supported without really asking for much in return. So
Yeah.
or without really asking at all for anything in return.
No, like that never. This is like the first time he's really asking for anything. So I think that, just whatever you can, just help him out. I know a lot of people are hurting from the situation, but some have been hurting more than others. And this would be a way of showing that, like, despite any infighting that goes on within the fandom, that we all come together, we all support those in the fandom, whether or not we agree with whatever, like, what takes they have. So, Frank the Bunny, simping Rhino. Oh, there it is. Sorry about everything. I will touch on that simping comment in a bit, but this is why Richard Greeter says this is why manga is killing the comic industry, is because Japan actually listens to their fans.
That's very true.
Yep.
And this is why a lot of people, sorry, we just got off topic, but this is why a lot of people are moving over to manga.
Yeah.
Because
Which I might end up doing, just because I will die on the DC hill, but seeing what DC's doing, I'm like, no. No.
I see Rhino still messaging in the chat. Stop it, you're driving.
Yeah.
Also, it also takes a lot to, swallow your pride and ask for help. So that is it's not something that is very easy to do.
No.
So if you can.
So Rhino,
if you can help. If not, share the link.
Yeah, share the link. Share if you can't help monetarily, share the link, get it out there, like whether on Twitter or Facebook or like whatever social media platform you're on, just like get it out there. Basically spread the word. So it gets to basically gets in front of more people. So
Also, Rhino, I'm not sure if you saw the chat, but I know that Drunk 3PO was asking for your PayPal. So if you didn't see it, message him because he was asking for your PayPal.
So yeah, simping Rhino. Yes, and speaking of that, I will again ask him when I'm on the Geek Blend channel, but I sent him a friend request through Activision on Call of Duty. So I finally got around to that, and I asked him, like, did you see it? Because I want to make sure it went through, and I'm pretty sure he has not checked yet. So yeah, he got the PayPal link to Drunk. Okay. So there it is. But yeah, let's So we got segued there. Again, donate what you can or spread the word. But let's talk about the superhero immigrant comic that's coming. I guess
Speaking of video games, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of video games. In April, Julio Anta and Anna Weischek will headline the Image Comics miniseries Home, which focuses on a Latino boy who develops superpowers. Was he like develop the power to jump over the border wall? Is that
I have no fucking idea. Like, it doesn't even. I read this article. It doesn't even say, unless I completely missed it, because I speed read through the article, but it doesn't even say what his superpowers are.
Easy. I'm guessing being able to jump border walls in a single bound. That's what I'm going to be
Thank
guessing.
you, Stunning and Brave Megatron. Look at that. There is already an immigrant comic. It's called Superman.
There you go.
Oh
How
my
much-
God.
how much
Steve,
more immigrant can you be?
superhero immigrant.
He's from
Sounds
Krypton.
wall breaking. Did you see a Sting? Sounds
Yes.
wall breaking.
Wall breaking, yeah. That's going to be my guess. That's going to be my guess. He's able to jump border walls in a single bound. That's going to be his one of his superpowers. But here it is. Okay. So it will explore what happens when a hero from another land enters America. Superman. Albeit a land closer than Superman. So they basically touch on the fact that Superman is a fucking immigrant.
Yeah.
Like how much farther can you get than Krypton? Coming like basically immigrant coming to America. So miniseries is created by the two mentioned above with Brian Valenza on colors. It centers around a boy who is separated from his mother at the border, which serves as a catalyst for his budding superhuman powers.
When I read that, do you know what I thought of when I read that? When I read
What?
that part, I thought of Magneto.
Oh yeah, no creativity, because like again, it's kind of like with the Batwoman first episode. It's like, does this remind you of someone or something? Like, oh yes, it does. Does this remind you of something? Oh yeah, it reminds me of Superman. He was an immigrant too. Does this remind you of something? Oh yeah, it's Magneto. He lost his mother in a concentration camp.
Mm-hmm. And they were separated.
They were separated.
And it caused him to manifest his powers and make him just a little bit more powerful.
Yes. I mean, oh, white man cannot be immigrant. SJW screeching. Yes.
I like the way he spelled white.
White. White. Yes. Superpower, good at cross country running.
Oh my God.
We're not gonna like touch on this Latinx boy.
That already, and they put that word in this article. That already, Latinx is in itself, a lot of people hate. A lot of people who are Latino, Latina, Mexican, we do not like that term, because it completely is an insult to the language. It's like, oh my God, Latina, Latino. Oh, do you see that? Like, no, let's put an X there, because no, they have like their no.
You can't have like a definite separation of female and male.
An X to represent everybody. No, if in the English language you have made up words, like non-binary or whatever, just translate that shit into whatever other language that you're wanting to for.
Yeah, pretty much.
To insult the language in order to get your message across, because that's ridiculous.
To them, they have to, because to control the narrative, you have to control what people can say. That's like in their minds, that's what they do. And to do that, they make up stupid words for all about inclusivity. And if you refuse to use the approved speech, many people in the Latin Mexican community refuse to use Latinx. And it's white saviors. It's white saviors to describe themselves. Yeah. Nobody. Yeah, it's white saviors. It's literally every time anything like this is brought up, it's white leftists who are polishing their halos, trying to show how inclusive they are, and they don't bother.
You get a chunk left of your head, and you're like, "That's pendeja. Get out of here with your Latinx." Like,
Yes.
You get it. It's ridiculous.
See, they don't
It
bother
is
asking people
ridiculous.
in the actual community. They don't bother asking people in the actual community, or at least, like, you know, a lot of people in the actual community. They may talk to like one or two whose fifis are hurt, and they basically like broad brush the entirety of the community with that and say, because these people think the same way we do, that must mean we have to be inclusive, and that must mean that all Latin people feel this way. So we're going to get rid of the definite separation of female and male genders within the wording and include everyone by putting an X there.
Mm-mm.
And then you have a majority of people going, like you said, Latina and Latino people saying, no, like, you do not speak for us. We do not like this term. That's their mentality. That's their mentality. Technically, Superman is culturally American Earthling because he was raised here from infancy. Sorry, I just like to argue with women. He may have been raised here, but he's Kryptonian. So there it is. And like either there, Mexican X, Spanish X,
Ugh.
Decepticon X, Autobot X.
Oh my god.
Hey John 42. Echo Base Network Raid. Oh, thank you so much.
Neat.
Brotherhood of Mutant X. Predator X, Hot X.
That one was funny.
Xenomorph X. I know Trey Courtney said that. Yeah. So like Dinosaur X. Like, how stupid is that? But anyway, let's move on in this article. Oh my god. Okay. As the son and grandson of a Cuban and Colombian.
This is where his inspiration for this comic came from, right here.
Yeah, and now a parent myself.
Oh my god, stunning and brave.
Separation policy broke my heart.
Sorry.
Oh, it broke his heart. It broke his heart, even though it's the Democrats doing this. Pretty much, it's like that. It's that side, pretty much. But anyway, like, they're not going to say that. No. So Home is an attempt to channel those complicated feelings about what it means to be an American into a story about empowered Latinx. There it is. That's what you said. Characters dealing with the cruelty of our modern immigration laws. Now,
see, here's the thing. When I read that, I was like, great, fantastic. If you want to channel that anger, channel it into a novel. Channel it into a docu-series. Putting it in a comic book form is incredibly insulting.
Yeah.
Because it just, like, the cover for it, the artwork, the panels, it comes off incredibly, it just comes off bad. It just looks bad. I'm sorry, but it's not the platform to send that kind of I just don't know. It's not the platform to channel that.
It's not the platform, but they chose the platform because kids read it, and you have to indoctrinate.
Then write a children's novel, because that's something that could be put into a novel, not into a comic book. You know what I mean? Like,
or even basically just kind of a not an autobiography, but basically kind of like, you know, a nonfiction work. Like, you know, if he's like seeing this, if he's seeing this, and has experience from his cultural heritage or something like that, then yeah, channel it into something like nonfiction where you're giving your own opinion. You're not trying to mold other people's opinion with a specific medium that will target a younger demographic. Just write your memoir, so to speak.
Exactly. Exactly. When I read his inspiration, I was like, well, that sounds like an amazing mini series or a mini docu-series. You know what I mean? But or like an investigative piece into the cruelty of modern immigration laws, not a comic book. How are we supposed to take your anger at this completely relevant topic to you seriously when you're putting it in comic book form? You know what I mean?
So, and here's like basically like the cover. See right here. I don't know where they find people to do the artwork. Right here, look. It is. It's like actually lazy. There's like no very little detailing in
It's
this.
easy.
Those are some of the panels. So I think they're. I'm not sure where they are here, but they get okay. So they must be on a train because those are like tracks, and they get separated. Or I don't know what's going on there, but I don't know. So these are the panels.
God, this reminds me of some. Oh God, what did I watch? This looks like a movie that I watched recently, like from the movie to these panels.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Oh my God. Like literally, they're literally on the top of a train and they go into a truck. What movie was that? Holy crap. Oh my God.
I couldn't tell you.
Wow. And it was a movie that I saw like maybe last month or the month before that. I remember watching a movie, you scrolling through these panels.
Mm-hmm.
And just like it reminded me of that movie that I watched. Like they were literally on the top of a train and they were trying to get to, I think, the US. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. What movie was that I was watching? Either way, it's like no creativity because I'm wondering if they just saw the same movie and put it there.
I would
Terminator Dark Fate. Yes, thank you, Sentinel. Holy crap.
It's actually Terminator Dark Fate?
Yes, it is Terminator Dark. You are exactly. Thank you. That is the movie. That is the fucking movie. Yes. Because I recently watched that movie. I was like, what the hell is that movie? I like recently watched it and it is out of my brain. And
that's how much of an impact it must have made.
Fucking sucked ass.
Yeah.
That is why it was Terminator Dark Fate. And they're trying to get from, thank you. Holy crap. Yes, that is exactly what movie it is. Oh my God. Are you not?
No wonder you repressed it. No wonder you repressed it. No wonder you repressed it.
Oh my God. When
Silent Unseen, I think this is the first time.
I swear to God, in this movie, they are like at the top of a train, sitting on top of a train, and then they move into some other vehicle. And, oh my God. Wow.
Sorry, Silent Unseen, I think this is the first time I'm seeing you in the chat. Good evening. Representation equals pandering equals failed cash grab, but it's out there, infecting, festering. So ultimately, it's doing what they wanted to do. Pretty much, like I said, they choose these mediums. They choose these mediums because that, like, given the artwork, it's probably going to be geared towards a young adult demographic. They choose the younger demographic because they can basically mold them into thinking the way that they want them to think. It's all about indoctrination, not about education, not about just, like he said, he could have written a memoir about this. He could have written a investigative piece about the immigration laws. And I will be the first to say that our immigration laws are not perfect. They are by far not perfect at all. So if you wanted to do that, write a nonfiction piece, write an investigative piece, write a memoir, or like combination of the three, and basically put it out there of how it sucks.
Yeah. Someone just said in the chat that Sin Nombre has the exact same cover, and I just looked it up. Yeah, it does.
So not even creative there. Not even creative there. They basically steal, like Disney's doing, with stealing artwork, other people's artwork for their comics, for Star Wars. Pretty much.
That's exactly what it is.
Lon Modeus Pringle TDF is Abomination. Yep. Terminator Dark Fate is an Abomination. Agreed. pretty much. Memes of destruction. Good to see you. Hey, ladies, what's going on? Well, we're going through the weekly dose of cringe. We talked about how Batwoman Season 2, just in the second episode, is going to be including a BLM plot thread. And now we're talking about Image Comics, talking about an immigrant superhero. Even though we've already had an immigrant superhero called Superman, we've already had a hero manifest his powers through not only getting separated from his mother, but losing her, and that was Magneto. So it's like, where's the creativity here? Other than you want to preach about how our immigration laws are subpar at best. I'm
going to laugh, to be 100% honest. I'm going to laugh if this comic oh my god, if this comic is just like the scene from Terminator Dark Fate. Like if they have those huge cages and then this kid is like, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh, I bet I would laugh.
I'm gonna laugh because like you scrolling through that, it just like where have I seen that before? I've seen that before. I've already watched this. I've already watched this movie, guys. I'm like, where have I seen this before?
Corey Cochran, the cringe is going to be extra strong this year. I have no doubt. We're not even through January, and we're already getting this shit.
God.
Yes, my hair. It's a clown world. It's a clown world. See that?
Doesn't she look cute?
So, but yeah. So basically, yeah, mainstream comics. I don't exactly want it to die, but it needs to like a phoenix, die and rise from the dead. It kind of needs to. We need to drain the proverbial swamp within mainstream comics. Yeah. That's what needs to happen.
I thought that's what they were going to do with DC.
Never happened.
Right before, because they had all those layoffs right before DC Fandom. Mm-hmm. So it kind of gave me a little bit of hope. There was like a little glimmer, a little tiny little shine in my eye. But no, it didn't happen. They went.
Skunkcore says, I've personally been to the detention center in El Paso, Texas, and there's no cage in sight.
I haven't.
No, so, but pretty much, but that goes against their narrative, and you can't have that. Kickstarter comics will likely be the future of the medium.
Oh yeah,
I think it would be like basically the future, in the near future, because that's what needs to happen. We need to actually send a message to these companies saying that these are the stories we're going to buy because we're not getting preached to. Maybe they'll wake up. I don't know. It seems to be insanity both at DC and Marvel. When I say insanity, I mean the definition of insanity, where they do the same thing expecting a different result and acting surprised when the same thing happens every time they do it.
Exactly, Trey. Look, DC and Marvel are just brands at this point. Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, Galford's dog. Really? We are both fun size.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like just a tad taller than her, but yeah, we are both hobbit size. We are both short. We both have to climb the shelves at stores to get stuff off the top shelf.
Yeah. I'm 5 feet tall with shoes.
Yeah, there you go. See, I'm 5'2", rough, and like just without shoes. That's how tall I am. And I don't like wearing tall heels, so I barely reach. I would say 5'4". I would say, like,
but I do put 5'1" on my driver's license.
They're not gonna know. They're not gonna measure
It makes me feel taller writing it down there.
5'1". They're not gonna know. They're not gonna say bullshit. Stand in front of this. Stand in front of here. Let's measure you. I'm not gonna do that.
It makes me feel tall when I put that on my driver's license. I don't know why.
So there it is. Kevatenyo, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Che, good evening, gorgeous ladies. Good evening to you. So let's So I don't know if there's any MCU fans in the chat. I checked out after Doctor Strange. So I've not seen Infinity War, Endgame. I've not seen really any of the Spider-Mans.
Really? You haven't seen Infinity War or Endgame?
Yeah, haven't really had the desire to.
At least check them out. Infinity War is not that bad.
Okay.
Endgame is.
If I think they're now on Disney Plus.
They are.
They were on Netflix, so at some point I'll check them out. We'll see. $5 super chat from Pastor G. Thank you so
Pastor
much.
G.
Sorry I'm late, but I'm glad I
Thank you
caught you
for
guys live.
sharing the stream. I think I am a little tipsy.
There you go. Nice hair, Mara. Steph looks good in pigtails too. I'll catch the replay later. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Pastor G. Thank you for stopping by. So Infinity War was the better movie out of them. That's what people were saying. People are like, general consensus is that of the two, Infinity War is better and Endgame kind of sucked. But we'll see. At some point I'll watch them. But I like I said, I checked out of the MCU because it became too formulaic for me. The only movies coming out within the MCU that I had any remote interest in seeing was the Black Widow movie, and that might get delayed as well.
God, then you just release it. Just release the fucking movie. God.
And at this point, I'm like, they should do it like HBO Max, just just put it on Disney Plus. Just put it on Disney Plus at this point. But it might get delayed again. And the second Doctor Strange movie, only because Sam Raimi's directing it. It's the only reason why I've been interested in the second Doctor Strange movie. So there it is. But here it is, folks. If you were all wondering when Marvel was going to deliver on their promise of diversity and representation and all that bullshit, Eternal star Haz Steinman speaks out on Marvel's first gay romance. I actually did watch Captain Marvel. I actually did watch that. I'm not going to say how I
did you watch Captain Marvel and not Infinity War and Endgame?
Because I wanted to see how bad it was based on the trailers. That was like just out of morbid curiosity. And I'm not going to say how I watched it, but I watched it. Just to see how bad it was based off the trailers. Because of like the whole you know how they cast Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie to play Captain Marvel in the MCU, pretty much. And I heard delivery of the lines. I'm like, okay, I gotta see how bad this movie is. That's why I watched it. Lady Tariel became a member. Thank you so much, Lady Tariel. Yes,
Yay!
I do have memberships on my channel. I don't plug it as much as I should. But yes, if you want to become a member to my channel, that also I will be working on, because I gotta do members only live streams and things like that. So now that I have a definite schedule for this semester and I know what days I will be free, I will start doing members only live streams and things like that. So that will be coming in the near future, as well as my return to Twitch. But here,
and I am still not monetized.
God damn it, YouTube. I don't know what it is about YouTube. I don't know what it is.
It has been almost a full year, and I am still not monetized. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know. YouTube is basically, it's kind of like YouTube, Twitter, all like they're just. I'm
wondering if I should. I think Lethal did Streamlabs. I'm wondering if I'm just gonna do that. Maybe
I'm actually seriously considering doing that. So if people want to bypass YouTube,
and I've considered moving from YouTube to Twitch, but I don't know, because I don't game, but they also have just conversation.
Twitch would be easier to get affiliate. It's like easier to get affiliate on Twitch. It's so easy to get affiliate on Twitch than it is to get the requirements for monetization on YouTube.
Yeah.
But sorry to disappoint you, Galford's dog. Sorry to disappoint you. It's not girl on girl. I skimmed through this article.
Yeah, let's get it started. It is not girl on girl.
Nope. All right, then this is Marvel's Eternals. Who the hell is looking forward to Marvel's Eternals? I have no idea. They haven't even released a trailer. They haven't released any information about this movie. I don't know why they're even including it in the MCU at this point, but here it is. When Marvel's Eternals is released, currently scheduled for November, assuming there's no further delays, it will mark the 26th movie in this MCU, but only the first to feature an on-screen same-sex romance. Actor Haz Steinman will appear as part of the couple with Atlanta star Brian Tyree Henry, who takes on the part of the Eternal Phastos. In a new interview about what to expect, Steinman opened up about the relationship that we'll get to see in the movie and confirmed some details that had previously not been known about the feature. So sorry, it's not girl on girl, it's guy on guy. Daniel will like it. Daniel, if you're still in the chat, you'll like it, but it's not girl on girl. So, you would technically make less on Twitch because you make money through people sending bits and subscribers, but you get to that point faster. And Twitch is basically a pain in the ass when it comes to some things, but they're pretty quick. Like once you read those requirements and you like go through the process of like, okay, like, you know, sending in the, hey, I did this, so I'd like to become affiliates. They're pretty quick about it. They're pretty damn quick about it. I will give them that over YouTube.
Watch, it takes them a year for me.
What?
Like, what is wrong with me?
They're probably wondering how, like, you initially did like makeup videos, and they're probably wondering like, why should we like monetize someone who does makeup videos?
No, monetization for makeup videos is super quick.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
lately I've just been doing I've been just trying to do my makeup and media streams. So like hoping that and just doing voiceovers, hoping that would help. Nope.
I don't know what's going on YouTube's end. If it was girl on girl, the SJWs would complain about toxic male fantasy or some such nonsense. Yep, they would. They pretty much would. There's no winning with these people. There is no winning. Chef does have a Patreon. So if you want to put the link in the chat, if you have that, that's one way that you can I would say bypass, but because YouTube has not fucking monetized her yet, it's one way to support her because she can't.
I wanted to do like all of my. I wanted to do it fairly. Do get monetized, like do all of. Meet the hours, you know, wait the time, and get monetized, you know, just do it fair, just be on the platform. Corey, I've sent YouTube messages. Yeah, I've done messages. I've actually spoken to people at Google. I've been able to reach out and found a person at like Google offices. Nope. Can't find anybody to help. They always send me to like the creator forum, and that forum is garbage. So yeah, it's not a big deal. I always wanted to try and do everything fairly and just kind of like wait my turn, I guess is the good way to put it. Like just wait my turn. But I mean it's been a whole year.
So, hey Q Ball, what you missed, just a quick recap before we get like further into this current article that we're on. You missed us talking about how Batwoman Season 2, Episode 2 will start introducing a BLM plot thread within the season. Of course, that's going to win over audiences. It's already hemorrhaging viewers, and they do that. So basically, we're going to have a Black Lives Matter story in beginning in Episode 2 for the Season 2 of Batwoman. You have Image Comics doing an immigrant superhero story, even though, as we pointed out, Steph pointed out that we already had one. Megatron pointed out as well that we've had an immigrant story in Superman, and how we had a child manifest his powers when he was separated from his mother, and that was Magneto. So they're basically already 0 for 2 in the creativity, and then 0 for 3 because they're pulling scenes from Terminator Dark Fate, of all movies, for the comic panels that are basically lazy. The laziest forms of art I've ever seen. We are watching it, unfortunately, Cue Ball. So if you all want to see our takes on it, we will be doing a live stream on Lethal Lightning's channel come Monday. I'm not sure of the time, but he watches it, I watch it, Steph watches it, and I think I don't know if Geekblend and Tim are going to watch it again as well, but we watch it and then we discuss / roast it the next day on Monday. So there it is. Yeah, so copy and paste and claiming to be first, and then it was already done. Yeah, pretty much. That's what they do. That's what they do. And the article that we're currently on now is talking about the first gay romance to be introduced into the MCU, and that's going to be introduced in the movie Eternals. Who else looking forward to that movie? I have no idea. Hardly anybody knows about the Eternals. So there it is. I did an article on it sometime, not last year. I want to say actually the year before, like 2019, but like either late 2019 or early 2020. I did an article on this because they, except for two characters, they race swapped some characters. One that did not need to be race swapped because he was already non-white. They gender swapped a couple of them. And they made one deaf. So they touched on the ableist crowd. So there it is. Pretty much. Yeah, they do. So we're going to go into this article. So basically, the Eternals, it says... Simon has not seen it. It's my first Marvel film, so of course I'm excited. My gut feeling is you'll be so proud. What Marvel is able to accomplish. I'm so proud of them because they approached it in a very thoughtful way, and Phastos is one of the biggest superheroes in the film. I'm his husband and architect. We have a child. Even though I wished I was a superhero, because when will we see an Arab Muslim openly gay actor playing a superhero? Oh my fucking god. I can't wait to see it. Steinman previously confirmed that the movie will feature an on-screen kiss between the two of them in a separate interview with the same outlet.
Yay!
I really cannot even right now.
Like, I don't understand why this is... Honestly, I don't understand why why it's such a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
There's... They have so many on-screen kisses between same-sex people on CW shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so used to seeing them because I watch that channel, because I watch those shows. Oh my god. And that it really is just kind of like, what's the big deal? I don't get it. You know? Yep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so see here, the big deal is that like they're polishing their halos. But here's another big deal, like Alfred Stock pointed out. It won't be anywhere in China.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Was the Star Wars kiss in China?
Yeah. Which they edited out or then pushed to the background so the Chinese wouldn't get offended. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But where's my Snowflake and Safe Space movie? Where is it? Yep, we do look a bit different. Thank you for that.
Never have shown.
He didn't get it right. Oops. She's trying her head. So.
I swear, every time Lethal sends me a message, he includes this.
Yeah, you shouldn't have shown him that.
I shouldn't have shown that. Every single time, every single message, it's just.
Yeah. So it's not going to be shown anywhere in China, guaranteed. Even though they pandered to that market. So it says right here, oh yeah, absolutely, and it's a beautiful, very moving kiss. Everyone cried on set. I'm sure they did. For me, it's very important to show how loving and beautiful a queer family can be. Brian Tyree Henry is such a tremendous actor and brought so much beauty to this part, blah, blah, blah. At one point I saw a child in his saw a child in his eyes. And I think it's important for the world to be reminded that we in the queer community were all children at one point. Well, no shit. We know that. So thank you, Lethal Lightning. You'll be lurking. Yeah, can't even do it right. So pretty much. Yeah, so real fast is blah blah blah. We forget that because we are, I don't know. And it goes into when it's going to get released and all that fun stuff. So does it touch on okay, here, Makari, I believe, is the one that they not only race swapped, but made her deaf. So she's like an ableist superhero. So there it is. But is anybody really looking forward to? I mean, not just the movie, but I'm saying like just Phase 4, the Eternals. Like who? Like anybody really looking forward? Like, do you trust the MCU under Disney at all with Blade? I'm sorry. Like I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the like this.
Is that a serious question, Mara?
I'm saying, like, you know, like, do you have a whole trust in, like, who in their right mind would trust them with Blade?
Oh my gosh. No, I am not looking forward. I'm not invested in Phase 4 at all. Not at all. Because I mean, to keep up with all of the TV shows. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been drinking. To keep up with all of the TV shows and all of the movies. I mean, come on. No. How do they expect that? They're just selling Disney Plus and telling you, oh, you need to get Disney Plus in order to keep up with Phase 4. No, it's not going to sell me on that shit. Oh my gosh, I will be right back. My battery is about to die on my laptop. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm going to find your tweet about Red Hood while you're gone. So.
Oh, what is that photo? Holy crap. That's an old fucking photo. Hang on.
Like you put the camera off and you're like, holy shit, no. I gotta look. But
God, this is an old fucking laptop.
They'll be sucking everything but blood, pretty much. I don't think they'll go that far, but yeah, there's no way you can do Blade PG-13. Raptors 50. Oh, she left. She'll be back, folks. Hell no, Disney gonna turn Blade into some binary trans vampire. Pretty much. I do have a membership thing, yes, through YouTube, Cue Ball. If you're on your laptop, if you go through my page, you'll see a join button, and that's what you click to become a member to my channel. And like I said earlier, that I'm going to, now that I have a definite idea of what my schedule is going to be this semester because of the student teaching thing, getting pushed to the fall, I will have more time. So I'll try to figure out a schedule to both do members streams, or at least streams with members on my YouTube channel during the week, as well as stream on Twitch, because I'll be making my return to Twitch. My emotes were approved, and I did badges. I updated my page and all that fun stuff. So I'll be returning to Twitch, playing one of the Grand Theft Auto games, Destiny 2 or Witcher 3. I'll put a poll on Twitter at some point, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, just asking people like which game that they would want to see me play on my return. Yeah, if you're doing it through the app, I'd have to go and get the link for you, and I'll try to do that. If not, don't worry about it. Like while you're on watching this, like you don't have to, but if you want to join, just like do it, whatever. It's through my page. So whenever you're on your laptop, that's how you would join. And she's back. There she is. I'm going through and finding your tweets.
My bad.
It's Morbius delayed. Is the picture?
God, I've been tweeting so much.
Yeah, is it the one with the picture, or which tweet are you?
Morbius? No, it was the Red Hood one. Yeah.
No. I'm saying the one with the picture. Red Hood, the one with the picture. Yeah. Okay.
Just go to media.
Okay. All right. So first off, $15 super chat from Mr. J. They are going to screw Blade up, especially if it's PG-13. Agreed. Pretty much agreed. That's why I said who is looking forward to these movies. But let's go scroll back up. You tweet so much.
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
I have been tweeting a lot today.
Yeah, you've been tweeting a lot today. Like, I'm just sure because you got the crowd in your mentions.
Did. Yeah. It was so funny because like there was this one girl, like they started blocking me when they here's the thing. If they're gonna go after the way you look because you're actually presenting yourself to the internet, right? You're actually presenting yourself to the internet. And they're going to make fun of you for it. Like, I will dig and find a photo of you to see what you look like because nobody's fucking perfect. So, I mean, no, Steph's a mass tweeter. Yeah, no, nobody's perfect. Nobody is freaking perfect.
No. So I'm just going to share my screen real fast to make sure that I'm bringing up the correct tweet. Is this the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Russell was bi. Somebody said.
That's a little weird, and he like just throw a tantrum. So I tweeted my thoughts on this, and my thoughts are the costume looks dope. I'm not gonna lie, the costume actually looks dope, and yes, lethal. That's how you do it. But the actor they got to play Red Hood.
Okay, the actor
skinny.
The actor who is playing Jason Todd in this show is horrible.
Clown World. Yeah.
Well, I am country.
Yeah.
Country. The actor who plays Jason Todd in the show, he's not very good at all. He's very whiny. I'm hoping, honestly, it looks like from where he left off, because I did finish the show, from where he left off, I'm just kind of like, really? Did he really become Red Hood because of a girl? That's pretty gay.
She dropped the word. Yes. All you need to do is drop the R word and like she'll just like cut the stream. Yeah, but
this outfit
really
looks
stupid. If that's
really
the
good. I love it. I love it. I follow some cosplay. Yikes! Steph made a boo boo. I know. Really, like if that's the reason that he becomes Red Hood, it's trash. I don't like it. I don't like that reason.
It's really stupid.
Yeah,
really fucking
so
stupid,
dumb.
pretty much.
But I do like this. I do like this outfit. I think it looks really, really good. Looks like a video game.
Yeah.
And I love Red Hood.
Yeah, I mean, I love Red Hood as well, and I retweeted the Bounding into Comics article, I think, or their tweet, and I said the costume looks dope. I love the costume, but I don't like the actor.
Trash.
Yeah, the actor. I don't like the actor. That's the thing. So there
the
it
actor
is.
that they have playing Jason
There's
Todd.
Red Hood.
He's really whiny. I just don't like him. And not only is he really whiny, but he is super, super young. Like he looks like he's 15 years old.
Yeah,
he
that's another thing.
Looks really young.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't like. Just his appearance. I'm not saying like no amount of like his youthful appearance like looks too young, and looks like no amount of padding in the when he becomes Red Hood is going to bulk him up enough for him to be believable.
Well, he is bulky. Like he is extremely. He's bulky. He's very muscular, but he's just really young. I mean, he looks really young. He's got like that awful baby face going. It's awful. There's no hardness to him. You know, Jason Todd has like that hardness to him.
Oh, like hardness, and it's like I don't want to say he's willing to do what Batman's not willing to do, but basically, where Batman stopped himself from crossing the line, and killing a villain, killing Joker or something like that. Jason Todd would easily cross that line.
Yeah.
When he becomes Red Hood, he will cross that line no matter what.
Yeah.
He has no problems with that.
No, and there's no lead up to him becoming Red Hood in the show, because like the first few seasons, he cries so much in the fucking show. It's awful. It is awful.
It's not Jason Todd.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not Jason Todd at all. Even before he becomes Red Hood, that's not Jason.
Gritty. Thank you, Ryan. He doesn't have that grittiness to him.
Yeah.
Gritty. That's the word that I'm looking for. Yeah, he doesn't have that grittiness to him like Jason Todd should have. He's way too. Oh, God.
The Blue Steel look. But at any rate, it's about
He isn't rugged. He's not. He's way too. I don't want to say he's way too good looking, but he's way too fucking good looking.
Actually, I wouldn't even go that. No, he's too ugly. Actually, he's too ugly for me.
No, like he has that. Like he has like these big fucking pouty lips, and he has like those eyes that are always like meant to look sad. Like if you go like, oh, like I'm sad eyes. Like, oh, I'm sad.
Yeah, I know.
Sad eyes. Like puppy dog eyes. That's not fucking Jason Todd. Give me a fucking break.
Nope. But
Does this shirt make me look? Okay.
But
is that Ryan in the?
Yeah, it's Ryan with his pink shirt. This shirt makes.
Oh my god.
No, but on that note, ladies and gentlemen, about 8 minutes, I have to be on another live stream, so we're gonna start wrapping it up here. But yes, those are the topics we covered. Batwoman is going to have Black Lives Matter story in it. We have now an immigrant superhero in the making with Image Comics, which will most likely not sell. And Eternals is going to have the first gay romance in the MCU. So there it is. And Red Hood. I do want to do air quotes. Red Hood in Titans.
Yeah.
Not Red Hood.
Red Hood.
Costume looks good. Actor is in. So that's all we're gonna.
He looks like a cosplayer.
Pretty much.
He looks like a cosplayer. I follow some cosplay accounts on Instagram for Red Hood, for Jason Todd. He looks like a cosplayer.
I would argue that there are probably some cosplayers who look better than he does.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
I've seen them. Yeah.
So, but yeah. So we're gonna start wrapping it up here. I will be going over to the Geek Blend stream, the High Ground with Geek Blend, Raging Rhino, and Open Airlock Policy, where they talk pop culture, some more, and movie trivia. And the movie trivia is Karate Kid. Know that movie? Because if you know that movie, that's the movie trivia for tonight, which I watched literally today. So I'm fingers crossed and I'm ready for whatever questions come around. But Steph, let everybody know about your channel, what to expect in the near future, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, and here on YouTube, all the same handle, My Nerdy Home. I'll be hopefully crossing my fingers, getting some more content up on my channel starting in February. I'm now pretty much used to my new schedule, so yeah, I'm gonna start getting some stuff going.
Very good.
Did that Ryan Sock account just
look better? Yeah.
did that Ryan Sock account just say yes?
And Silent Unseen found you through Drunk 3PO. Glad to find another sensible voice in the community. Thank you so much, Silent Unseen. Yes, we both know Drunk 3POs, and we are both some of the many sensible voices that you will find when you weed through the insanity that is now current pop culture. So thank you so much, Silent Unseen. Very much appreciated. So like I said, we're wrapping it up here. See you over on the Geek Blends channel for the High Ground in about 5 minutes.
Yes.
So good night,
Make
all.
sure you're there. It's a very good discussion.
Back next week for another round of Weekly Cringe to most likely touch on Batwoman Season 2 again. Because let's face it, folks. It's painful to watch, but funny as hell to roast, and we'll most likely be talking about that as well, and any other cringe that comes up next week. So we will be tuning in for that, and also, like Steph said, good discussion on the Geek Funds channel. So if you're still up, head over there in about 5 minutes. Good night, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.